Now, let me turn my attention to a subject that I didn't plan on turning my attention to because, to be quite honest with you, I don't even know who the hell this person is. I mean, I know he used to play in Major League Baseball and stuff like that, closing in Boston, in Philadelphia for a few years, when I wasn't there, by the way, all this other stuff. But it's me feeling the need to turn my attention to former MLB pitcher Jonathan Papelbon, who launched a quote unquote blistering attack against me after my recent comment about Mike Trout's injury. When I talked about his history of being hurt and why he can't stay healthy for a full baseball season. Evidently, when I was on the air with Mad Dog Christopher Russo on Wednesday and we had a quick take about Mike Trout, and I basically talked about, damn, the man is always injured. Can I get you on the field? Maybe you're hurt because you're in a damn Angels uniform all the damn time. I don't know what the hell is going on. When I brought that up, apparently Major League Baseball or the baseball community were in an uproar, and felt the need to address me. Before I respond, let me let you listen to what the hell this dude had to say about me.
I know this guy actually, and I knew him or I knew of him before he was, Stephen A. Smith. I don't even understand why he needs an A. I've always looked at this guy like a complete joke, and really is just really shady, real shady guy. I mean, this guy is more narcissistic than Donald Trump. I mean, you're talking about one of the most narcissistic people you could come across. And the fact that he uses his middle name as A, which probably stands for asshole, is such a joke to me. I look at him in three things. I look at him as a racist. I look at him as a xenophobic. I look at him as a fake, like a fake person. Like I'm saying stuff just to simply be popular or get views. For him to do this, man, it just really shows his ignorance. And this guy really is dumb, y'all.
Jonathan Papelbon. First, let me start. I think that when people bring up the word racist, if they looked at you and I sitting together, I think they would look at you before they looked at me. I've never talked about you. You're irrelevant. At least until today. I don't need clicks, sir. You know that. Because you know I have the number one sports morning show on television for the last 12 years and counting. You know that. I don't talk about baseball much, but I didn't see Rob Manfred on your show. He's well mine. Has he invited you to his office to talk baseball and to have lunch? I suspect not. I didn't even know you were a guest on a podcast or a contributor to a podcast until this morning. But I can go tit for tat with you. What I won't do is disrespect you to the degree that you just disrespected me. So let's just go this one by one. You said you don't know me. You don't really know me. But you called me a racist. I assume the xenophobia comment, and I'm proud that you actually know what that means, stems from me speaking about Shohei Ohtani. When I spoke out of turn, I was criticized for it. I deserved to be criticized for it. A matter of fact, Jeff Passan, along with others, came on First Take to speak out against me. Remember, June Lee, a baseball writer for ESPN, they both came on the show. If you will recall, because I'm assuming you do a little homework, I'm the executive producer on the show. They're not on the show if I don't want them on the show. But you see, when you're a man and you know you're wrong, you man up. And that's what I did. Because I was wrong. You know what I'm not wrong about? Calling you a liar. You don't know me. What do you mean I was thrown out of a Major League Baseball clubhouse? I have been a reporter and a sports commentator for 30 years. That has never happened in any sport. I've never been thrown out of a locker room. I've never been thrown out of a clubhouse. I've never had any discipline action exacted against me because I have never been professionally unethical in my career. That is a lie. Now, I could sue your ass for lying, telling such a lie like that. But I won't. I won't waste my time. You don't have to worry about that, bro. That's a lie. And I challenge anybody from the Phillies organization, from any organization, for any professional sports team in this nation to say that there's any validity to what you echoed. 30 years, my brother, Google me. Do your homework. New York Daily News, Philadelphia Inquirer, CNN, Fox Sports, ESPN. It has never happened. Ever. Ever. I've known some of the dudes you called your teammate. You got there after I departed from Philadelphia. How we walked by one another. I wasn't in the Philadelphia clubhouse when you were there. If I remember correctly, you didn't arrive until 2012. I was gone from the Philadelphia Inquirer in 2010. What you talking about? You were in Boston. What you gonna say next? I showed up at Fenway? Really? Really? You're lying. You are lying, sir. We don't know each other. We've never spoken to each other. I have no reason to speak to you. And if you are so big, bad, and bold, because you could play, I saw the numbers. I'm familiar with you. You won the scrub. But if you're so big, bad, and bold, and you're so sure of yourself, and I was that kind of a guy, then how come you never said anything? Because you're lying. We've never had an issue. I don't know you. I've never talked to you. And I certainly have never been removed from a clubhouse or a locker room. I've never stole anything. The last time I stole something was when I was 10 years old at Saul's Delicatessen on 203rd Street and Hollis Avenue. I got caught trying to steal a bag of sugar, Skittles. And he told my mama and she whipped my butt. And I've never stolen again. Ever. What are you talking about? I understand that now that your baseball career is over, you're pretty irrelevant. And as a result of that, you have aspirations to get at me because I'm going to get you the clicks that you said I'm already trying to get. By the way, I've been getting them without you. I have over 14 million social media followers. I own and operate this podcast / show. Plus, I got a day job. I never talked about you. What you talk about me for? You and your compatriots, whoever the hell they are. No disrespect, but y'all are disrespectful. Why are we being all sensitive about Mike Trout? What did I say exactly about Mike Trout? This is one of the greatest players in the history of baseball. Did I not utter that out of my mouth? Have I not said that I'm a huge fan of Mike Trout, which I've said on many, many occasions? Have I not acknowledged that Mike Trout is one of the greatest baseball players in the history of this sport? What I said was, damn, I'm tired of seeing him not work. I'm tired of seeing him at games sitting in the stands, at a football game or something like that. I want to see this brother on the field because he's one of the most sensational players we've ever seen. That's what I said. He's missed 280 of 517 games since 2021. That's 54% of his games. He's owed $35.45 million each season through 2030. He's been in the league for more than a decade. He doesn't have one single postseason win. And we know that he can't do it by himself. So what I was saying was, damn, maybe he need to leave Anaheim. Because Mad Dog Russo was saying, I love it when players stay. Stay, work through it, build within. I said, no. Let that man go elsewhere. Because he's too great to be at home in September and October watching postseason action with us. Where's the crime? Why y'all sitting there acting like I just finished talking about your daddy? I want to see him play because he's great. That's it. Nothing more. So I joked around about it being karma, that he's probably injured because he's contaminated by an Angels franchise that hasn't been in the postseason since 2015. It's been damn near 10 years since they played in October. In Los Angeles, they talk about the Dodgers. The Angels are an afterthought. And because I mentioned that, you will go on the air, Papelbon, knowing nothing about me, and you would call me a racist. I'm a black man. We have a history of experiencing racism. And a lot of times those experiences come courtesy of people who look like you. And I would never think to call you a racist. What you said is wrong, is irresponsible, is petty, and if it was to get a reaction, is desperate. Because now that you don't have your playing career to lean on anymore, I guess you need help in other areas. That's about the most you're going to get from me. Be a grown-up, bro. The things that you said about me sound like a damn racist. And I still wouldn't call you that unless I was sure.